The landscapes that the Porto-Vigo railroad passes through harbour a wealth of cultural heritage and history, traditions and customs passed down through many generations. The São Bento railway station was built on the site of an old convent and facilitated connections from the Portuguese railway network to the city centre of Porto. Built at the start of the 20th century, the structure is a focal point of the bourgeois transformation of the city of Porto. The emblematic Ponte Dom Luís spans the Douro River, connecting the cities of Porto and Vila Nova de Gaia. When built, it was the world's largest iron arch bridge of its time, and the double-deck bridge was admired for its technical audacity. It is an icon of the city centre of Porto. The Lusada Railway Museum houses an enormous diversity of heritage within the quantity and quality of the collection and its national dimension. This is a 160-year legacy, from the beginnings of the steam locomotive to the railway transport of the future. The collection consists of around 36,000 objects and is divided into various categories, ranging from rolling stock to fares and ticketing. Well worth a visit, this museum tells the story of the genius and technological innovations from the 19th century to the present day. The Ponte do Reis Bridge is regarded as one of the most important and emblematic works on the old railway. It is also known as the Ponte Seca, or the dry bridge, because it doesn't cross a river. It is 22 metres high and 255 metres long. The 16 round stone arches, all the same, are each 8.5 metres wide. The arches are based on solid pillars of the same type of granite stonework. The fortresses on the Alto Minho were built during the restoration wars of the 16th and 17th centuries to protect the Portuguese coast from Spanish attacks. The structures represent an advance in military defensive fortifications of the time. The simple concave structures have 4 bastions and face the sea, although the Paco fortress is different with a trapezoidal silhouette, probably due to its location further inland. The fortifications are part of a unique heritage in harmony with the Porto-Vigo railway line and the coastal landscape. The Fuerte de Insua, declared a national monument in 2010, was built to protect maritime traffic from pirates. The islet, which hosts the Insua fortress, was occupied by a Franciscan community in the 14th century. The fort dates back to the 17th century, in the reign of King João IV. The fortification of Valença, on the left bank of the River Minho, on the Portuguese border with Galicia, dates from the 12th century. It was used to defend the town and the crossing of that stretch of the river. Considered the most important fortification in the Alto Minho, it has been the object of several conservation and restoration interventions throughout the 20th century. Its suspended position on the right bank of the Minho, its extent, and the harmony of the overall ensemble make this fortress one of the most beautiful 17th century fortified complexes in the Iberian Peninsula. Closely related to the fortress, the international iron bridge over the River Minho connects Valença with Tui. It is an important symbol of Valença's progress and modernity, dating back to 1879, when the Portuguese and Spanish governments reached an agreement for its construction. The interplay between the fortress and the steel railway bridge, and the impressive width of the Minho riverbed at this point, make for an awe-inspiring landscape and illustrate the story of the heroic adventure of railway engineering. The train passes through coastal areas of outstanding natural beauty and value, and the route taken as a whole forms a unique patchwork of agricultural, fluvial and urban landscapes. This railway network harmonises beautifully with the rich cultural and historical heritage that surrounds it, and the fascinating infrastructure of the railway itself, including the bridges of the Gustav Eiffel School.